gone are the days na paramihan ng likes and feeling mo ikaw na yung relevant brand. Hindi na, no?
Di na.
It doesn't translate to buying, no? To purchase power just because you have a lot of likes in your page.
May
Right?
tawag nga doon sa metric na yun eh.
Ano?
Vanity metric. So
Yeah.
it's what it's called. It's a vanity metric because you're right. You can have 1 million followers, but are they
No
your
conversion.
customers? Hello, everybody. I'm here to guide you on why social media is critical for your business. Whether you're targeting corporate clients, consumers, or top talent, you need to show up on social media. In the Philippines, um, let's have a show of hands or shout it out on the chat. Considering that there is 116 million Filipinos in terms of our population right now, how many do you think are on social media? So let's see it in the chat. I'm seeing 80 million, 90%. Okay, I'll wait a little bit more. 100. You guys are close. According to Data Reportal, the Philippines has 90.8 million people active on social media. And these are across platforms like YouTube, Facebook, Reddit, Twitter, Instagram, and all of these social media platforms, they shape decisions, purchases, partnerships, and job applications. So today, we'll explore why social media matters, how it drives buying and hiring behavior, and why B2B brands and HR teams need to leverage LinkedIn alongside other platforms. We'll also share practical strategies, introduce how our digital marketing agency, Crimson Berry, can help you. By the end, you'll hear clear steps to boost your brand's presence and attract talent. So let's dive in. Going to our main topic, why social media matters in B2B. I have a story to tell about this, why this is our topic. So many B2B brands think social media is just for B2C or that LinkedIn is their only option for reaching their target market, their B2B market. But here's the thing. Filipinos only spend 15 minutes a month on LinkedIn. So think about that. Contrast that to TikTok, wherein we Filipinos spend a daily average of 80 minutes. Guilty as charged. I contribute to that 80-minute daily average there. So companies that think they only need to be on LinkedIn, that's because, the C-suite is there. They will be missing out if they're not on the other platforms. So here's the story I want to share with you guys. In one of our recent pitches, it was really a hard sell to the VP in the room on why they should be on social media for marketing, for them to shift from what they've been doing for the past decades to finally be active on social media. Because for him, he only wanted LinkedIn, and that, that's where the C-suite are, and that he's like, LinkedIn is the only social media platform that he's on. So he doesn't believe that their target market is on Facebook or TikTok or anywhere else but LinkedIn. And a few weeks later, I get a similar conversation. Also a B2B company, also an IT company. But this time around, he's a little bit more open-minded. When I was saying, you know what? Yeah, your perception that LinkedIn has the C-suite, that's fine. That's okay. I actually agreed with both of them because the C-suite is very busy. They don't have the time to research, to look for vendors, to discover new vendors and all of that. They delegate that to their team. The question is, where are their teams hanging out online? They're hanging out on social media, right? They're doom scrolling, they're chatting, they're on their Facebook, on their TikTok, they're on YouTube. That's where they discover new brands, and that's where they discover you if you're doing B2B or if you're doing, online recruitment, right? They will find you on social, right? So your millennial and Gen Z workforce, they're on social media. That is why social media matters in B2B, right? Before we dive into the crux of our topic for today, let me share with you the state of social media in the Philippines. This is from Data Reportal as of February 2025. This is one of my favorite annual reports. I've been checking this out for more than a decade, and I love the data that they share. There's actually a July 2025 update already for the first half of the year, but it's a global snapshot of a global update. But this one, it's really just for the Philippines. So good context to have for us, right? Here's what I wanted you to see. As mentioned, 90.8 million, the number of social media users in the Philippines. Amazing. And the average daily time spent using social media is 3 hours and 32 minutes. It's like 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour at noon, 1.5 hours before you sleep. Guilty, guilty, kaway-kaway, those who are guilty of contributing to this average daily time spent, right? And here are some of the main reasons for using social media. I'm sorry if this is going to be cognitive bias, but I really want to show you something that listed in the reasons for using social media are finding products for purchase, work-related networking, or research. It is there, right? Let's go now to most used social media platforms. Number 1 is Facebook. Facebook. The Philippines is majority Facebook. Look at the 94.7% of internet users age 16 and above are on Facebook. Followed by TikTok at 81%. So look at the size between Facebook and TikTok. That's like what? 80% of Facebook. So you can't not do TikTok now because of the sheer size of TikTok in the Philippines. Next would be Instagram. Then you see Reddit and LinkedIn. So take a look at that. Wait a minute. There are more users on Reddit than LinkedIn? Are we seeing here that Reddit is more used in the Philippines than LinkedIn? Of course, by a small margin, but the reason we took note of this is because we were recently approached by Reddit to be one of their media buyers on their platform. Essentially, they'll partner with agencies to offer their advertising capabilities on Reddit. And it's been a while for me in visiting Reddit. I mean, I signed up for an account like what, 2010, and then just left it. And then when we were approached by Reddit, I went, okay, might as well just take a look. And I'm like amazed at how engaged and active Filipinos are on Reddit. There's so many subreddits just for Philippines, just for Filipinos. And the topics are amazing. And I had our teammates in Crimson Berry search for mentions of our clients and conversations about things or problems that people are asking help for, where our clients' products and services could be a solution for those, right? And there's plenty. So I'm like, that is an opportunity for community management. That is an opportunity for being a contributor or a subject matter expert in that field, right? In your own fields in Reddit. Next would be social media apps average time per user. As mentioned, 18 minutes a day translates to that. 40 minutes and 40 hours, sorry, and 39 minutes per month. That's what translates to. Then you have YouTube, where average time spent is 25 hours a month. If you will notice, there are a lot of smart TVs or connected TVs now, wherein YouTube is it's your background noise, right? We used to be able to turn on the telly, put it on your favorite channel, and that's like your background noise, either news or MTV or whatever your favorite channel is. Nowadays, it's YouTube. You put in your favorite channel, or you just let the algorithm serve to you videos one after the other, right? Next would be Facebook, because it is the giant in the room, right? 23 hours. Instagram, Reddit at 1 hour 48 minutes a month. And then you have LinkedIn at the very last at 15 minutes a month. This is why we are saying look beyond LinkedIn for your B2B and for your employer branding, because of the where people are, where their attention's at. LinkedIn's not there. At 15 minutes a month average, I would think this is for people who are like, this is what our observation. Mga naghahanap ng trabaho. Or you get a notification on your app that someone mentioned you or something, and that's when you look at LinkedIn. That's why, I mean, look at the size of TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram, and even Reddit, right? The use of social media for brand research, any kind of social media. It used to be search, right? It used to be like for brand research, your first step is to do search. But nowadays with social media, it's like it's brand research. It's looking for things, it's looking for answers, right? Social media. The types of accounts followed, you have somewhere in the bottom, companies and brands you purchase from, companies and brands you're considering purchasing from, and companies relevant to your work. There. Web traffic referrals from social media, number one blockbuster is Facebook. So this is when you say traffic referrals, it's which of the social media platforms drive the most traffic to your own website. Here's the thing though, with Facebook, the content type that they least like is actually links to pages or articles that lead people outside of their platform. So they don't like that. They would rather keep their audience or their platform users within the platform. So this is why you will notice a lot of the news pages or the news accounts or even magazine accounts, stuff from Summit Media, Spot, what are the others? Rappler also does this. What they do is they take a featured photo or they create an art card, and that is the thing that they post alongside the caption. But they mention in the caption, link to full story in the comments. So your first ever comment is the link to the article. So what that does is, one, it creates instant engagement because there is an automatic comment to your post. So yay. Two, it's a photo. The main content is a photo. So platform thinks this is a photo, let us serve it. Diba? And then there's still that option for the person to view the entire article there. So we've tested this, we tried it out with our clients, and it works. This is the photos are what the platform like Facebook they prefer to push that out rather than things that lead them outside of their platform. So there. And you take a look at the list down, LinkedIn at a whopping 0.2% traffic referral. But then again, with LinkedIn, they have a capability, or LinkedIn has a capability of posting long articles. And the behavior of people on LinkedIn is they read. People read long content on LinkedIn. And also you can create newsletters on LinkedIn. So consider this also for your page, for your brand, that you can run your own newsletters on LinkedIn. You can post articles, and you can put long captions on LinkedIn, and the audience on LinkedIn are readers. There. So now with this is a profile of audience profile for Facebook and Instagram or Meta. Notice that for the three, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, majority would be your Gen Zs, and then followed by your millennials, and then your Gen Xers, and then your boomers, except for LinkedIn. With LinkedIn, you have more millennials in that platform. Gen Zs, not so much, unless they're going to be joining the workforce already. And then you have your Gen X and then your boomers there. Unfortunately, this report doesn't include YouTube in terms of audience profile, but at least you have a good range for this. But remember, your millennials now are your managers. Your Gen Xers and your Gen Xers are now your C-suite or your top management. Your Gen Zs are now your workforce. So your content has to be where your target audience is hanging around. So if your target audience are Gen Zs, they're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. If your target market is more millennials, more professional, more millennially, consider LinkedIn. But they're also, of course, in the other platforms. But at least you know the mix of where they are. Brand discovery. The whole crux of this, is like, how do you get seen? Why you need to be on social media? Because social media is where brand discovery happens. Number one, social media ads. So that's one of the things that we do a lot in Crimson Berry. We run a lot of ads for our clients on Meta. Yes, even on LinkedIn. We can now run ads for you also on TikTok and for Reddit. So we're now affiliated agencies for that. Meta is Facebook and Instagram. So even if you don't have an Instagram account, if you are running an ad on Meta, your ad will be seen on Instagram and vice versa. If you only have an Instagram account, sinalang mo siya sa ad manager on Meta, it can be seen on Facebook. And even Messenger, Messenger and WhatsApp. So it's the whole Meta network that you are leveraging on yun. So let us know if you need help with social media ads. We can definitely help you with that. Yun. So aside from the ads itself, it's social media comments. Diba? So if you see an ad and then you look at how people are responding to that ad, or how are people responding to certain things, possible din dyan, I think social media comments would be the stuff like Reddit or Quora, where people are talking about brands, people are talking about companies. Go to Reddit, go to this subreddit called PH Careers or PH Jobs. You'll be surprised. People are talking about companies like, okay ba magtrabaho dyan? What's the real story behind that? Ano ba yung average salary? I'm like, pinag-uusapan ng sweldo. I would recommend mag-lurk kayo doon and have a sense of your brand sentiment or your employer branding sentiment in the way people are posting on social media. So part yun ng social listening, part ng media monitoring, and part yan ng community management, which we also do for our clients. Yeah. So main channels for online brand research. Number one, social networks. It is there po. And then sa baba, messenger services and forums and message board. But come on, 53% social networks. So, eto lang din, di ba? Ano yung behavior ng tao pagdating sa digital marketing? 64% research brands online before making a purchase. 61% visit social media to learn about brands and see brands content. So even if I'm talking about brand, think of it also as employer branding. Okay, kasama yan. Kasi it's how your company is being perceived by the general public. Yeah. So recap on the state of social media in the Philippines. Massive adoption tayo. Ganyang kadami tayo on social media, right? Which is, ayan, so 93.1 of internet users are active on social media. Time spent, Filipinos are 3 hours, 32 minutes. Globally, the average is 2 hours and 21 minutes. Mas babad po tayo sa SOCMED. And it's mobile first. 87% of web traffic is for mobile. 80% of social media users access social media on their smartphone. So think of your content, it must be mobile optimized. And what we mean by that is, hindi na po square ang format ngayon sa social media. If you've been hearing about Instagram updates, and even Facebook has updated na, the format is no longer square. We are talking about 3:4 or 4:5. And that's nice because it gives you more real estate on a smartphone. Your creative takes up more space on your phone if you're making it 4:5 or 3:4. And of course, you know this, reels are 9:16. Malaki talaga siya. Yun. So your content must be mobile optimized. One of the things that we're noticing also with our Gen Z creatives, our Gen Z artists, maliit sila maggawa ng font. Parang pag gumagawa ng design, ang liliit ng font, di ko mabasa. Sorry na, even with this, I can't. I'm like, guys, mobile tayo. Kaya nyo ba yung basahin on your mobile? Because they're creating it on desktop. They're creating it on their laptop. Sila basa nila. But I'm like, test it on the phone. Send the image to your phone or on Viber. View it. Can you read it well? Because if you can't, then for sure our target audience can't read it as well. Diba? Sayang lang. So make things visible and beautiful for mobile. Influencer impact. 43%, close to 44% of Filipino internet users follow influencers, the highest globally. 60% use social media for brand discovery versus 48.9% globally. Really shows you mas social media po ang Pinas. Right? Social commerce, 40% of Filipinos will buy directly social media. Kaway-kaway na nag-yellow basket dyan, at saka nanonood ng live selling. Especially on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, I would also add their TikTok. Because TikTok shared that they're expecting Philippines market to go up to 6 billion Philippine pesos by next year. Ganun kalaki yung e-commerce shopping just on TikTok for their TikTok shop, their yellow basket, and their TikTok live selling. Getting all that data, I want to present it to you guys side by side like this. So with Facebook, sila talaga number 1 natin in terms of users, percent of users age 16 and above, average monthly sessions, and in terms of web traffic referral. Followed by, ito si YouTube, ganyan yung numbers niya. Average monthly use, mas mataas ng slight si YouTube. But let me review these numbers. But tama rin naman, 57 million are on YouTube. TikTok is 62 million. So that's around 70% the size of Facebook. So can't not think of TikTok, lalo na dito sa Pilipinas. Again, shinare ng mga taga-TikTok sa amin. that the speed of the rise of TikTok users in the Philippines is the highest in APAC. And they're like amazed. So again, the average monthly usage there, that's the 18 minutes per day. Instagram shows you these numbers, 22.9 million users, LinkedIn at 19 million users in the Philippines, and Reddit at 2.6. Maliit lang ang users in the Philippines, but look at the average monthly sessions at 48.8 and the average monthly usage of an hour 48 versus again LinkedIn. So makes you wonder na parang mas babad ang tao sa Reddit. So baka better na doon kayo nagpo-post, doon kayo naglo-lurk, or have your own channel on Reddit, be a contributor on Reddit, run ads on Reddit. Ayun. So letting you know we can do that for you. With LinkedIn, can make ads of all our campaigns that we run on LinkedIn. The best format that we've seen is direct to inbox. Meaning, you know, yung, maybe you've seen this, yung iba, LinkedIn has an inbox, and then sometimes you'll see it's sponsored and all of that. You get someone DMing you, but it's actually an ad. That's the best format versus yung usual that you're creating a creative, a poster or a video, and it's running on the feed. If you run an ad that's like a messaging ad on LinkedIn, people get notified. And if people get notified on their app that, oh, there's something, LinkedIn is pinging me, then it's more seen than just the usual brand awareness or typical lead generation campaign on LinkedIn. Again, talk to us if you're interested in this. We've run successful campaigns. We'll show you our use cases on what we've done for LinkedIn. And may success naman. I'm not saying LinkedIn is not successful. Meron at meron. But consider also the other platforms because the majority of the Filipinos are there. So they may not be there for work. It's their downtime. It's their doom scrolling, but they will see your ad. They will see your content. They will see your material. Notice also with Facebook, notice recently, diba? Your main feed, kung sino-sino yung pinopost ni Facebook doon. I mean, brands that you don't follow, people that you don't follow. It's not even sponsored. It's not even an ad. It's just Facebook pushing to you pages and people that it thinks you might like because of the way you've been using the platform. It is not by followers na. And then you go like, wait a minute, these are not the people and the brands I follow. Where is the content of the brands and people that I do follow? Diba? You're like searching, so suggested, ad, content ng friend mo, content of a brand that you follow, suggested. Parang papansin mo, parang iba yung feed. How do you now find the content of your friends and the brands that you follow? You go to sa baba, may feeds doon. Click on feeds, and then you'll see, naka-subcategory na siya. Feeds of your friends, feeds for your groups, and feeds for the ones that you follow. So now you're thinking, okay, so it's not about following. It's not about your followers. Really, it's not. It's about the content that you push out. The more relevant the content that you push out, the more the platforms think, this is something that these other people might like because they have liked things like that before. So think about that on how you will craft your content for your own brand, whether it's employer branding, B2C, or B2B. Go back to your audience. Sino yung target audience nyo? Ano yung persona ng audience nyo yan? Nasaan sila and what are they consuming? Make sure then that you are there in the platforms where they are and you're creating content that they will be interested about. One of the things nga na sinasabi din ng mga content content marketers and content creators is, what are the people searching for? So there's actually a website called Answer the People. So type your category there, di ba? Kunyari, let's use Alamea, retirement benefits. You type that keyword there and it will give you what are people asking about retirement benefits. You can even do a simple Google search, but don't hit enter. Yung if fill out mo lang, di ba? Retirement benefits. And di ba may lumalabas, may drop down yun si Google. Nasasabihin niya, that's our cue eh. Those are actually keywords and phrases that are recently or relevantly searched alongside your topic. You can also use YouTube, which is the second biggest search engine on the internet, YouTube. So go to YouTube, ganun din, dun sa search feature niya, type in your keyword or your key phrase, and then makikita mo yung suggested. Yun din yung mga hinahanap ng mga tao. Make the most out of AI. Ask ChatGPT or your favorite AI. For me, it's Gemini and Grok. And you can say, tanong mo na talaga, hi Grok. Skip that part. You know, give me what people are asking about my topic. You will be amazed on what these AI engines will dish out for you guys. I see some raised hands on the attendees. If you have a question, please use our chat or even the Q&A box para doon natin ma-field yung questions nyo later. Yan. So, pero tuloy lang natin because we have more for this. Yan. So, balik tayo. Knowing what we know, let's go back. Why social media matters in B2B. Number one, research happens everywhere. Diba? So B2B buyers use social media to research for vendors. Again, look at your own social media behavior. Di ba nagre-research ka muna doon? For Gen Zs and young millennials, they don't use Google search that much. They will search on social. Social search, di ba? Think of, let's say, naghahanap ka ng restaurant. Una nyo bang gagawin is Google Maps na kunyari, Italian restaurant near me? Or do you go on social to check out yung menu, yung photos, and all of that? I'm a little bit of both. If I'm concerned about yung location, I will use Google Maps. But if I'm curious as to kamusta itsura ng pagkain dito, di ba? And if people are posting about things, I will use social. I will go to TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook and research. When it comes to stuff for Crimson Berry, looking for vendors or looking for solutions, I am actually looking at Reddit now. Naghahanap ako ng conversations about a certain topic. And usually it's subject matter experts who are contributing to that topic in Reddit. So Filipinos discover brands on platforms and decision makers teams, like the procurement team, the IT team, they are there influencing the purchase. So they might not be the decision makers, but they are the gatekeepers, they are the influencers, they're the researchers. So reach them. So maybe they're not the ones who will make the final decision, the final signing, but they will be the ones to tell the bosses why this solution or this product is better than the other because of what they've seen on social media or what they've discovered. Kahit hindi man lang research eh. Kunyari, discoverability lang na-target sila ng ad. Kasi remember, pansinin nyo rin to, mag-search ka lang ng isang topic sa Facebook. It will show you all the ads and people who make content about that topic. And then you go back to your feed. And then you notice all the ads are now about that topic for the next siguro 24 hours unless you search for another thing. Yun at yun. Diba? So if you're looking for corrugated boxes or them, let's use what we're doing now with Majestic Press and Packaging. Die cut boxes. You mag-search ka lang ng die cut box. ayan na, lalabas na lahat ng mga suppliers ng die-cut box. So kahit let's say you're running an ad for only 100 pesos a day, but if someone searches for you, at least may content ka na pwedeng ilabas ni Facebook for those looking for your content. Kaya ganun yung ads that we've run for Majestic kasi basta parang may na nag-search ng mga capabilities nila, dapat na ilalabas namin. Na ilalabas ng platform. Yung page nila, yung ad nila about that. So same with all our other brands. Research happens everywhere. Then use Facebook and Reddit for B2B communities. The power of word of mouth, the power of collective conversations about it, di ba? So meron din mga B2B groups or topics for job posting. For sure, for HR, for employer branding and online recruitment, marami yan trabaho. Localized pa nga, kunyari, Laguna jobs, ganyan, or Bulacan jobs. So especially if you're recruiting for your offices or your warehouses or your factories are in, not in Metro Manila. Search yun, like for one of our clients, nga si Red Maple Group, they were recruiting for drivers and warehouse assistants for their Southern Tagalog locations. Naghanap kami ng FB group for Lucena and Quezon, and that's where we did community management. Nag-post kami doon to say like, uy, may mga trabaho opportunities for this, for Red Maple Group. Ito yung link to apply. Ayun. So, think about groups nga and Reddit, subreddits, ba? So, we really showed nga na yeah, research brands are there, but it lacks nga LinkedIn's professional focus. But hey, if you get the information you need and you're able to supply the information that people need, why not? Diba? So, more on Reddit, again, mababa lang, 2.6 million ang reach niya. Pero yung unique monthly visitors, mataas din. So, like in the case nga of, let's say, Instagram, si LinkedIn, 19 million users. So accounts yon, number of accounts. Pero they've never disclosed ilan doon ang active. They never said. They never disclosed. Kasi notice then, when was the last time you checked your LinkedIn? When was the last time you updated your LinkedIn page? So yes, 19 million ang users, but not all of the 19 million are active. No one's hanging out on LinkedIn except if you're looking for trabaho or you're the type that you like to follow a lot of thought leaders and you're actually using LinkedIn as your place of learning, diba? And networking, nandun din. But very rare that you see a lot of Filipinos doing leadership content. Pero meron. I'm not saying wala. But meron, you have to search for it, you have to look for it. But compare it nga to Reddit, they are more active. And users value Reddit's honest discussions, making it niche but very valuable for B2B trust. Yon. Use Instagram for visual impact. Again, 22.9 million users for Instagram. Make your reels, make your stories, make your day in a life, diba? For your company. We do this a lot for Meralco Careers. We do a lot of reels. Pag may event sila, we cover it, we create a reel. Pag merong internship, yung culminating activity highlight, we do highlight reels for them. And it performs really well, diba? It's less formal than LinkedIn, but it appeals to the younger decision makers. And again, if you're targeting Gen Z and young millennials, they are on Instagram. They are not on Facebook. Some of them don't have Facebook kasi Facebook is where their titas, titos, lolos, and lolas are. They don't want. They're on Instagram on another name, diba? TikTok for engagement. Ganyan kalaki si TikTok, 62 million. Pwede pa rin na B2B because you can do explainers, you can do job ads. That myth or I guess wrong thinking na di ba TikTok pang sayaw-sayaw lang yan or mga challenge. No, it's how you curate your feed. So if you use TikTok for edutainment, for learning, for following mga thought leaders also, they're also on TikTok. then that's the nature of your feed, diba? So, I do get a lot of B2B content on TikTok kasi I search them out. I look for digital marketing solutions. I look for technologies in marketing, MarTech on TikTok, and I get the content that I need. And then sometimes it leads me to a longer format content on YouTube. It leads me to their pages. It leads me to somewhere else, diba? 51% of users research brands there. And yes, it lacks LinkedIn's professionalism, but again, the content's there. An aside to TikTok, again, they shared with us during the event, TikTok is not just for Gen Zs. As you noticed sa numbers kanina, Gen Zs, millennials, and Gen X and seniors, we're lumped together, are all there. Medyo natamaan ako doon sila. Gen X and seniors, why are we lumped in one group? So, ito yung nakita nilang behavior. Si Gen X, they consume the most content. Millennials post the most content. On TikTok, context is TikTok. Gen X and seniors comment the most. Like, mas mema ang Gen X and seniors. Just a nice aside, you're like, oh, ganun pala yung behavior ng generations on TikTok. Yeah. So again, daily average is 90 minutes. So YouTube, there's a lot of thought leadership because there's such a thing as video podcasts on YouTube. Notice that YouTube is more long format now. You are seeing videos that are 30 minutes long, that are 1 hour long, 2 hours long. Joe Rogan podcast is 3 hours and 50 minutes long, sometimes 4 hours. People watch. And this webinar will live on YouTube after today. So ganon. It becomes thought leadership on YouTube. Your 57.7 million users on YouTube, spending 25 hours, long for content, B2B webinars, and employer culture videos are on YouTube. So if you have a tech firm, you go, why join our team content, diba? Or for B2B, explaining your technology or explaining your product, parang make it your own podcast, essentially. Or like what we're doing, be guest on a webinar or host your own webinar, and after that, post it on YouTube as long form content. And then create clips for Facebook and LinkedIn, and then create also reels for the rest of the platforms, pointing to your long form on YouTube. Yeah. So yun yung strategy or technique for YouTube. LinkedIn is still there. It's still relevant for authority and recruitment. So buhayin nyo pa rin si LinkedIn kahit na 19 million members lang siya. It's still there. LinkedIn is a B2B but more so a recruitment powerhouse. People are there more for jobs than they do B2B, but don't discount LinkedIn pa rin. Pwede pa rin si B2B, especially nga if you're running inbox campaigns. Ayun. Tsaka yung sales navigator nila, which is a bit expensive, but it runs around 8,000 pesos per user per month. But if you're the type that you're doing account-based marketing, meaning you're doing lists, you're doing email marketing, you're doing cold prospecting, you're really reaching out, worth it si LinkedIn Sales Navigator because you can search for the decision makers, or if you can recognize nga who are your buying committee, target mo silang lahat, mahahanap nyo doon. Because remember, all the information that you put in on LinkedIn for your profile, your job description, your job title, your company, lahat yon nagagamit ni LinkedIn for marketing campaigns. As in, yun yung yun ang categories or yun ang targeting na nagagamit ni LinkedIn. Yun. So imagine what you put in there, di ba? That's why it's powerful. That's why then, ang mahal ng running ads on LinkedIn. So, you can do a mix. Try nyo si LinkedIn, try nyo si Facebook, do A/B testing, and then find out which of the platforms work best for you. But again, caveat, you won't get as much the results won't be as bongga as Facebook. Really, iba talaga as you see, ang laki-laki ng Facebook sa Pilipinas versus LinkedIn. Pero yun pa rin ba? Yun nga actually 15-minute monthly usage limits its organic reach compared to other platforms talaga si LinkedIn. So B2B brands must meet buyers and HR, their job seekers, where they are on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, not just LinkedIn. So shifting gears, how social media influences buying behavior across industries. Social media drives every stage of the buyer's journey. So if you're familiar with your buyer's journey of awareness, well, this is the marketing funnel, diba? Awareness, consideration, then action, diba? So how it translates to social media marketing is brand awareness, engagement, and then lead generation. But think of your buyer's journey then. LinkedIn says it takes around 10 touch points for someone to convert into a customer. Whether customer for your employer brand, meaning a job seeker applying for your job post, or B2B, someone considering you for your product or your solution, turning that into a lead generation or inquiry. Or again, for B2C, someone buying your product or your service outright. 10 touch points. So that's the reason why we really tell our clients, just keep pushing out content. Organically, post your content, tuloy-tuloy kasi nakikita ng platform, oh, active tong brand na to. So over the course of time, the platform will really push out your content. And if they see that people engage with your content, that's their signal to push your material for your content out more. So on Instagram, they already shared. That's the nice thing about Instagram. They're very forthcoming with their platform updates and how it really works for you. The CEO himself has an Instagram account and he says how to use Instagram the best. For them, if your content gets shared a lot, the watch time is important, meaning you watch the content start to finish, or at least 90% of the way. So watch time, dwell time, shares, and saves are there signals that your content is good to be promoted to the rest of the platform. So always yan, when you create content or when you publish content on Instagram, they will try it first to a first 100 people. Unang publish yan, 100 people. And if, again, maganda yung engagement dun sa content mo, dun sa first 100 people na yon, then your content will get pushed out more on the platform. So something to think about, diba? Going now to our topic, how social media influences buying behavior across industries. Number one, B2C trust building. 69% of Filipino social media users buy based on influencer recommendations. Brands use YouTube tutorials or TikTok videos to drive purchases. TikTok Live, leveraging 81% monthly TikTok usage and 97% weekly video viewership. Ma-video tayo. Ma-video ang Pilipinas. Ma-video ang social media ngayon. 2020, all the platforms were already saying, be prepared for vertical videos, short form vertical videos. We've been telling our clients, let's explore, let's shoot na, gawin na natin to. Medyo may hesitance ng slide. 2022 rolls around and they're like, parang need na natin ng short form vertical videos. I'm like, yes, yes, let's shoot. Now, it's a must. You have to produce short form vertical videos. So if you only have energy to produce one short form vertical video, okay lang yun, cross-post mo sa lahat. Post it in all your accounts. So short form vertical video can live on Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and LinkedIn. Kaya ang 9x16 sa LinkedIn kasi accepted niya lahat ng formats. Even si X. Sa lahat ng platforms, the one that accepts the most sizes of videos, whether it's square, it's standard size, or landscape, or lahat, it's actually Twitter, X. Siya yung pinaka flexible sa lahat. Yun. For B2B, it's B2B authority because B2B buyers seek credibility. A tech firm can post a YouTube webinar like this, Facebook live demo, Instagram carousel, or a Reddit ask me anything. Reaching 59% of internet users on YouTube, 52.5% of Facebook users, 62% of Instagram users, and 76% of Reddit users valuing honest posts. Instagram also, you can do a ask me anything. So sa stories siya, and then there's a sticker na ask me anything. Mag-host kayo na ask me anything na session, which is like what we're doing now, di ba? So, post na your questions on a Q&A, ask me anything. Or if you want, you can book a discovery call. Later, we'll show you our QR code para we can do a 30-minute ask me anything session, di ba? Pwede yun. Yeah. So, TikTok's 51% brand research rate supports quick explainers, di ba? Hence, you have your unboxing or you have tech reviews, product reviews, nandun lahat, di ba? Case in point, we went to the corporate giveaways fair last July because malapit na ang Pasko. As companies, we think of your Christmas presents in July. So, first week of July yun. And my friend has had a booth there. And I approached them and said, like, are you guys on TikTok? And they're like, no wala yung target market namin, wala yung, same, wala yung buyers namin sa TikTok. It's like, are you sure? Because I took out my phone, I went to TikTok, and I typed corporate giveaways. And then, boom, their competitors were on TikTok. Ayan, no? Ayan mo siya. Are you sure that your buyers, your researchers are not on TikTok? So, I challenged my friend then. I said, lahat ng lalapit sa booth ninyo at magsasign ng parang guest book ninyo for inquiring and all of that, ask them if they're on TikTok. Ask them how they found out about this event. Ask them how they found out about your brand. And then you'll notice that they will have TikTok. And then yun, nagulat sila that a lot of their competitors, simple unboxing of their new product lineup was on TikTok. And nakakatawa na the marketing associate that was there beside my friend who's the boss, her face was beaming. It's like, finally, someone who gets it and can tell my boss that we need to be on TikTok. So tingin siya dun sa marketing associate niya. It's like, parang, ito ba yung sinasabi mo na kailangan na natin gawin? He's like, yes, ma'am. I'm like, oh, sige, yan, I just validated your need. So, ngayon pa lang, since ang ganda-ganda ng booth ninyo, ang ganda ng lighting dito, before you egress, mag-shoot kayo. Or kung wala masyadong bumibisita sa booth ninyo, mag-shoot kayo, padaanin nyo yung camera sa mga products ninyo, you do your unboxing, make the most of this setup. Magbangko na kayo ng content, mag-shoot kayo ng 10 reels, and then just, schedule it for the next couple of days. So, natuwa naman ako kasi before the event ended, which ended on a Friday, may na-post na sila na parang, thank you for visiting our booth, ganyan. And then finally, it's short form vertical video. So I have to get back to them to find out, kamusta after you've tried short form vertical videos, and have you created your TikTok account? Or probably after this webinar, silipin ko, diba? So social media, as I mentioned kanina, funnel impact din yan. So it drives social media. Social media drives awareness, like your YouTube ads and reels. It drives consideration, like testimonials, Reddit discussions. It drives decisions. Again, your social commerce, your DMs, your lead generation form, your messenger. Diba, may mga nakikita ko yung post, DM us, pag DM mo, parang may automatic reply na kaagad. And you can inquire 24/7, diba? 90.4% of social referral traffic comes from Facebook, making it a B2B and B2C powerhouse. So, yun. So our recommendation, create educational B2B content. So LinkedIn articles, YouTube videos, it's a mix. Cross-post ninyo. See where it works. Diba? The content will find its audience. Create kayo ng B2C or recruitment content. TikTok trends, Facebook posts, day in a life. Day in a life, di ba? Maganda yan. Behind the scenes look at your workplace. But caveat lang doon, look at our other video na parang be mindful din kung ano yung lumalabas sa content ninyo. Especially if there are sensitive places or sensitive content sa inyong office space. So, again, all optimized for mobile. Mobile first tayo. Ito na, strategies to increase discoverability and trust on social media. 5 hacks to boost your brand and employer presence. So, I've been giving naman value all throughout the webinar, di ba? Binibigyan ko kayo ng tips as we go along. But just to give you more, there are 5 hacks to boost your brand and employer presence. Number 1, optimize your SOCMED profiles. Use keywords such as Philippines B2B solutions or careers in your bio. Importante yung bio. Or sa Facebook, si About Us. Diba? Because, this is new. It's a July 10, 2025 update. Instagram is now Google searchable. Especially if your Instagram is set to professional mode, creator mode, or you're a brand. Pero kung private ka, private yung Instagram ninyo as a person, you shouldn't be worried about this. Your content will not be indexed by Google. But if you are a brand, your employer brand or a consumer brand or a B2B brand, best to make sure that your Instagram profile is either as a business, a professional, or as a creator para Google searchable ka na. Yun, diba? You gotta love it. So TikTok needs a catchy bio for engagement. Share thought leadership content. So like what I'm doing now, itong webinar series na to, actually this becomes our leadership content on our socials. You can do the same or share nyo yung industry knowledge ninyo, share your expertise because it shows social proof and authority, diba? What you can also do is to gatekeep some, you tease it, and then add a lead generation form in front of it so that now people can give their contact information in exchange for a white paper, an ebook, a checklist, or a to-do list. That will help your lead gen. It will help you get more customers, diba? So these are the types: LinkedIn articles, YouTube webinars, podcasts, Facebook case studies, Instagram Reels, TikTok tips, Reddit, AMAs, Ask Me Anything. Engage actively. So hindi lang nagpo-post kayo kabet and forget. That you join LinkedIn groups for professionals, you comment, you share, you repost. Join kayo Facebook groups for industries, be a contributor on Reddit, comment on relevant TikTok videos because 61% of Filipinos follow known contacts. Repost or reshare your brand's content on your personal accounts to amplify reach, especially on LinkedIn, because your network's activity, like your friend who reposted something, your friend that commented on something, you get notified. It helps add to organic reach. Yun. And then, of course, is employee advocacy. So encourage your employees to share your LinkedIn job posts or your YouTube culture videos. Again, 67% of Filipinos connect with known contacts, driving trust. And we have another video, or a previous webinar is actually all about employee advocacy. So check that out. And as I mentioned, use video, because 97% of Filipinos watch videos weekly. Notice also when you're out in public, people are not using their earphones. You hear all the videos that they're watching, diba? Medyo lang, PSA, please use earphones when you're watching videos. when you're in public places, or you give them a side eye treatment na parang medyo malakas. We're in a hospital. Diba? So create YouTube tutorials, LinkedIn videos, Facebook Live, Instagram Reels, TikTok clips for B2B, B2C, and recruitment. Video tayo. So like I mentioned, you can mirror your content across platforms or create separate playbooks for each. But I do recommend muna, so kung super busy kayo, the same content, post it in all your accounts and it will find its audience. Para in the long term, alam nyo na pag medyo light-hearted yung content, it won't resonate much on LinkedIn, but it might resonate a lot on Instagram and TikTok. If the content is very serious, baka mas nagfa-fly siya sa YouTube and sa LinkedIn, not so much on the other platforms. There are some brands na mas gusto nila iba-iba yung content na pinopost nila. So, ibang style talaga, as in the content that lives on TikTok does not live on the other brands. But the thing is kasi, most top content creators don't do that. They just repost. Parang same content across all. Notice Joe Rogan, si Diary of a CEO, sino pa ba? The top content creators here in the Philippines. Ganun sila. It's the same content that you see across all their social media platforms. And then at least it reaches where their people are, or their target audience are. Caveat na lang, pagdating nyo sa analytics, again, use analytics to refine your content, alam nyo na, I'm not going to expect that this content is going to be a blockbuster on LinkedIn, but I know this will work really well on TikTok. So, catering naman to our HR professional friends in this webinar, ito yung tip natin for employer branding and recruitment, but we have a lot of content on our YouTube channel focusing only on employer branding and recruitment. I've been guesting here in Zalamea since 2023. Visit our YouTube channel, link later in this presentation. There's more content on employer branding and recruitment. Or again, when you see our QR code later, let's jump on a discovery call if you need help with employer branding and online recruitment, diba? So LinkedIn pa rin still leads for this, but there are other platforms for broader reach, diba? So LinkedIn for employer branding, hang on lang, we're towards the end na. So employer branding for recruitment, number 1, LinkedIn for employer branding. Share your job posts, updates, employee stories, attract talent. 78% of hiring managers value LinkedIn's personalized applications. Kasi di ba you can apply for jobs, di ba? Nandun na may, you can post a free job. And mabilis ang pagpasok ng resumes for, if you're posting like a job post there and people can go up, speed, quick apply na doon. Again, yung monthly usage niya, medyo nakakadismaya, but use it pa rin. Again, for employer branding and recruitment, typically hindi siya nakakadismaya. We love LinkedIn for this kind of content. Si YouTube, doon nyo ilagay yung culture. Mga day in the life nyo, yan. Less formal than LinkedIn, but ideal for storytelling. Facebook for reach. Alam nyo naman to. Share your job ads. It's less targeted kasi you really can't target for certain job titles. Diba? But it's broader than LinkedIn. Instagram for engagement, use stories and reels for behind the scenes. Kasi yan ang mga gusto ng talent. Kasi if you go to Reddit, may nagtatanong dyan, kamusta ba yung company na yan? Kamusta yung culture dyan? What is a typical day like? O di yan, gawan nyo ng content na ganon, di ba? 29% of adults reach contacts with LinkedIn's professional focus yun. Contrast pala, sorry. TikTok for Gen Z, create fun job ads or culture clips reaching 62 million ad audience. And the casual vibe contrasts with LinkedIn's formality. And then Reddit for niche talent. So if you're looking for specific specialists that you need. So there are subreddits like Pinoy Programmer, if you need to look for programmers, or even HR professionals, they're there in Reddit. Or think of whatever niche talent you need. I think niche talent na super in demand ngayon is for cybersecurity. There are subreddits for Philippine cybersecurity there in Reddit. Explore, lurk, and see is like, hi, I'm in need of a cybersecurity specialist for our own company, for our in-house. Post nyo doon, tingnan nyo, makakakuha kayo doon. So people there value honest posts, offering authenticity that LinkedIn might lack. So that's our tip for employer branding and recruitment. So here's our QR code. It's actually a link in bio, but there's a showing also our URLs. If you want to book a discovery call, jump into our Calendly, pick a schedule. Let's have a discovery call. We can craft your strategy for lahat, B2B, B2C, employer brand. We can run your ads. Kung meron na kayong organic content, but you want us to run ads for you guys, or we can teach you. Meron kaming parang build, operate, transfer model na, we can run your ads for 3 months, turuan namin kayo how we do our ads, and then take off from there. Or if you want na assessment lang muna, hit me up on our socials and our email, and then let's look into giving you a social media audit for now. Yeah, so that's our link. And now we can jump to our Q&A. So Anne, RB, medyo info overload lang ng slide. Musta ba?
Hold on. Here.
Kamusta guys? Was it okay? Okay ba?
No, it was good. Very insightful. A lot is change. Well, what's nice about digital marketing, and probably Anne will also agree, that it's really fastly changing, no? So whatever we learned probably pre-pandemic and then pandemic and then last year, everything is still moving. So that's why it's so exciting. It's good to hear from subject matter experts like you, based on actual experience. Kasi yung strategy nga that probably worked 2 years ago might not be the same that will work for the next few years. No?
That's true. Ang bilis-bilis ng changes sa social media. And we do have clients that go like, how do you keep up? How do you make sure that, we're on top of the new things of the platform? It's like you leverage on us because that's our work. We have to be on the platform. And it's learning by doing it. Like in the case of Meta, they will change things without telling you. They
Yeah.
do, except for the exceptions are Google, YouTube, Instagram. They share that there will be upcoming changes. Oh, sorry, even si X. Si Elon Musk is actually madaldal on X, telling people that we are testing this now. Mga ganyan. Pero ang pinaka bina-blindside lang kami talaga si Meta. Ironically, that's the biggest pa naman, di ba? Si Facebook and Instagram. Facebook,
Yeah.
Instagram is transparent.
Okay. Sige. So, siguro si Anne can read some of the questions first. Go ahead, Anne.
First of all, thank you so much, Ina, for the very insightful discussion then about our webinar today. For me, the most important that we have discussed today is the statistics that you shared then on how Filipinos use the social media and how this can influence our on ways of capturing our attention and such. So in marketing as well, that's a challenge on how we can keep up with the trend. So very insightful. So now we are now in our Q&A session. So I'm reading one very interesting question from Elmer. So here's the first question. How can smaller brands with limited budgets still win on social media against bigger players with full content teams?
Don't be intimidated. Do what you can. Produce what you can. With Meta, you can actually run ads as low as 100 pesos a day. Kaya yan. But of course, manage your expectations that if you're going against an FMCG that spends 10,000 pesos per day because it's a bidding. Matatalo ka talaga. But like I mentioned kanina, there's such a thing as social search. So if your ad is very keyword rich, when people are searching about your product and service, mahahanap ka. So a few ads or 100 peso ad per day budget na matagalan that you're really doing it for like while you are in business, you are running that ad or multiple ads is better than not running ads at all. Because we do encounter companies that go like, they think posting organically is gonna cut it. Na parang, nagpo-post naman kami araw-araw, multiple times a day nga kami mag-post, pero bakit hindi lumalaki yung followers namin? Number one, it's not about posting frequently anymore. It's also, number two, not about the number of followers. It's not about follower acquisition na. It's making sure that you are posting relevant content that's shareable, that's informative, and that people can find you because of your content. Yun.
That's
Hope-
true, no? Gone are the days na paramihan ng likes and feeling mo ikaw na yung relevant brand. Hindi na, no?
Di na
It
nga.
it doesn't translate to buying, no? To purchase power just because you have a lot of likes in your page.
May
So,
tawag nga doon sa metric na yun eh.
ano?
Vanity metric.
That's true. Kasi
Search it.
before,
So
yeah.
it's what it's called. It's a vanity metric because you're right. You can have 1 million followers, but are they
No
your
conversion.
customers?
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Kasi some companies I know value their company just based on the number of likes, and it was really working before, but now not anymore. No longer relevant.
Mhm.
Yeah. Sige, next we
Yeah,
have
that's true. It really comes down talaga to the quality of content. I hope that answers your question, Elmer. So if you have a follow-up, feel free to send it in. So we're moving on to the next question from our attendee. Here's one very interesting. How can you balance between posting serious content and fun content when your brand voice is flexible?
If your brand voice is flexible, just post. You can alternate it. But again, our timelines or our platform timelines are not chronological anymore. So it's possible that if someone only likes your fun content, yun at yun ang ilalabas ni platform about you for him. Contrast, let's say, kunyari, lahat ng fun content si Ann yung naglalike. So, syempre, kay Ann ibibigay yung content na yun sa platform. Pero kay RB, ang mas kinokomentan niya, mas ini-engage niya are the serious content. Then when he keeps following or going to your page or at least opening his app, ang ilalabas ni platform are the serious content for him. So it's the algorithm is like that na. It's based on individual preference and the type of content. And then the platform is matching your content with a person's individual interest or behavior on the social media platform. So go ahead. If spectrum kayo na super serious, tapos mamaya-maya mag-interject kayo ng funny or happy or again, culture content that you are showing that you have a fun workplace, na nag-team building kayo, ito yung highlight ng team building, go ahead. Kasi it shows then the many facets of your business, the many facets of your workplace. So, go lang, go lang. I think may follow-up question. How would the algorithm know if it's serious or fun? It's through the caption? Yes. The caption, the art text, the music, and other AI tools that they have wherein they scan your content. They also listen. Kung may talkies yung content ninyo, natatrack nila yon. So, text on the image, the audio track, the talkies, the caption. It's not so much the the hashtags. Sorry to say, hashtags are dead.
Talaga ha?
They
Okay.
are dead. Instagram and Twitter have already said there's no need to use hashtags. You can use
No.
hashtag as your way of organizing your content para madali for you. Or for topic organization. But for discoverability, hindi na. Ang mas tinitingnan na ng platform are the keywords that you use in the content, from the caption to your bio to the content on yung mismong creative ninyo.
Nag-e-effort pa naman yung mga tao, 'di ba, in coming up with being creative
Hashtag.
with their hashtag. So ngayon irrelevant na rin pala.
Branding pwede pa rin naman if your slogan, di ba? Like, again, with Meralco Careers, we have to post, we have to use the building a brilliant future, hashtag building a brilliant future, because that's part of their branding. But to think na, para mahanap ako, kailangan gamitin ko tong hashtag na to. Hindi na siya ganun. Hindi na siya. Yun.
Okay.
Wow.
Sige, ikaw na bahala. Sorry.
Very interesting yun. Parang it's new to me din na to realize that hashtags are not that parang it's not the only way to capture or increase our visibility. It's more of really talaga the keywords na on the content. So that's new and very insightful din from Ina. So here's one naman, another, I guess this is from experience. So it's from Carlos. Here's the question. Since we're already B2B and promoting our bakery premixes, do you think we should create a separate TikTok account for Yellow Basket since we also offer retail products?
Parang gusto kong i-guess kung taga saan si Carlos. I know your brand. I use your premixes. And I presented actually to your company.
Yeah.
And yes, I have purchased their premixes on Shopee. Because naalala ko ang kanilang premixes nung dumaan yung kanilang content sa aking Facebook feed. And I'm like, yeah, I remember I have a hankering for puto and they have a very good puto mix. And I'm like, may link to dun sa bio nila, dun sa about nila sa Facebook, merong link to their Shopee page. Jumped on it, jumped on the Shopee page, add to cart na kaagad their puto mix. Oh, and I saw that they also have a sweetbread mix. So, add to cart na rin yun. Check out kaagad. Umalis pa ako ng Facebook. 'Di ba? From Facebook, pumunta pa ako ng Shopee. Ang kagandahan ng TikTok, you don't have to leave TikTok. You are in TikTok because TikTok has a shopping capability. So, if you want to capture the people who don't like leaving their TikTok, that's a nice progression. Para covered nyo lahat. That you're on Lazada, you're on Shopee, you're also on TikTok Shop. And since you're on TikTok Shop, mag-live na rin kayo. Cooking demo. Show people how the premixes are used. I know the sweet bread premix is not just for dinner rolls. You can turn that into Spanish bread. You can turn that into ensaymada. You turn that into hamburger bread. Tama, Carlos, no? Without saying the brand name of this premix, alam kong ganun siya. So, why not, di ba? So, habang ginugutom natin ng mga tao at 10 p.m., Yellow Basket na po, mga people. Ito po ang ating premix comes in this. Aside from sweetbread, we have also pandesal mix. Oh, we also have chocolate cake, chiffon cake. Yes.
So maganda yung mga ideas mo, Ina. But then it can be daunting also to kunyari somebody like us who wouldn't have resources, or I don't know if sila Carlos have that. Is this where something that Crimson Berry can help on, like going live, doing everything that you mentioned?
Definitely. As a full service digital marketing agency, we can do this for you. If you need help setting up a live, a TikTok live or your TikTok shop or even your TikTok account, and also running TikTok ads. Again, we recently signed up na as a TikTok affiliate agency. So talk to us. We can definitely do this for you. Yeah.
Ina, interested in what you mentioned about the build, operate, transfer. Kasi kunyari, thinking about all these ideas, syempre, the company could be worried that it would spend a lot. It would cost us a lot, right? Pero
Mm.
a lot of this content naman that will be created, you could help us set up, and then later on we could run it on our own. And then some of the one-time investment for whatever equipment or the production, we could use for a long time, right?
Definitely, definitely. So like I showed in our portfolio kanina, si Red Maple Group was like that. Our client really were the HR team. And normally you don't expect HR. Oh, sorry, even si CDC Manufacturing pala. HR ang kausap namin doon. And again, you don't expect HR people to be content creators. You don't expect them to be marketers. But they are the ones with the KPIs na kailangan namin ng job applicants. We need to show ito, employer branding and all of that. That's where we came in. So for both, it was a build, operate, transfer model for a 6-month contract. We're in show and tell, meaning we muna did it for them. We set it up. We did it for them. We are showing them and telling them how we are doing it. May nag-shadow sa amin na isang HR person. Essentially, knowledge transfer na yun as we are going along. By the time it's the 4th or 5th to 6th month, medyo binabaliktad na namin yan. We're letting the HR person be the one doing what we're doing. We're just supervising, we're just monitoring, we're checking, and we're validating. Para wag pag-turnover at binigay namin sa, ito yung manuals, ito yung tutorials, ito yung turnover deck that has a link to all our video tutorials and the manuals that we've created for you. Good to go na sila. And if you go check out CDC Manufacturing and Red Maple Group on their socials, nagagamit nila yung templates that we created. In terms of creatives, may concern din yun na parang hindi naman kami marunong mag-Photoshop or hindi kami marunong mag-ganyan. Tuturuan namin kayo mag-Canva. We will build your templates on Canva para madali para sa inyo. There are clients that they don't want Canva kasi they don't want the license of yung mahal na kasi yung license ngayon ng Canva, lalo na for Teams. What they have, they're on Microsoft environment. They have PowerPoint. You can do all of those on PowerPoint. You can. You can create creatives, animations, and videos on PowerPoint. We can teach you how it's done. So build, operate, transfer happens. May nangyari na rin before. We started off with build, operate, transfer, and then they realized ang trabaho pala. Pwedeng kayo na lang. Yes. Let's go. Let's shift. Diba? Kami na lang. Let's shift to a retainer model. We'll make sure that there are people assigned to your account and we will be your extension marketing arm for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ina. So I think we're a little bit over time na, but probably so a lot of questions still, but feel free to contact Ina directly. We've keyed in her email address. Let's probably have one last question, and up to you which one. Pero mahaba na yung pila. So go ahead.
Yes. So I think this is the last question in our Q&A. So this one is there discernible differences in the recruitment processes or talent pools for private sector and government positions?
Wala pa kaming government na natulungan for employer branding and online recruitment kasi judging from my personal experience though, not that I've applied for government, parang wala naman. But with government kasi, di ba, there's a civil, licensure exams for you to be a civil servant and all of that. So I think may hihingan lang sa'yo na licenses or certifications. But also din naman for the private sector, yung mga online application forms that we create for clients, there's always a section of, do you have relevant certifications and licenses, diba? If as an engineer or as a electronics communication engineer or master electrical, parang ganon, PRC license and stuff. Ganon lang siguro, may dadagdag mo lang yung, you're asking people for their licenses and certifications. Yun. That's it. Ayun.
All right.
Sige.
Ang daming
So,
pahabol. Actually, I'm
Yes.
seeing it come.
We'll try
Ah,
to, ano na lang, Ina, we'll try to
oo.
download them, all the questions, and then turn it over to you, and then we'll see how you could, respond to those questions, but hopefully they could just email you and set a discovery call. And yeah, respond to all of them. Thank you.
Alright. Thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
for everyone who posted a question, a chat, gave me a reaction. Super thankful. Thank you, Anne and RB, for having me. Mukhang okay din pala yung topics na ganito, basta social media and digital marketing. Nakakatulong pala. So, guys, alam ko pahabol pero ida-download naman ito. Shout out ano pang topics ang gusto ninyo habang andyan pa si chat. Go ahead. Or send me a DM, send me an email. I shared our creds kanina. Give me topics for the next one. Ayun.
Yan. So,
Yo.
thank you, Ina. Really relevant, and as mentioned, everything's changing so fast. So kailangan talaga namin ma-update through you on what we need to plan and budget for, and how Crimson Berry can help us. So thanks so much. Thanks also, Anne,
Thank
for
you.
helping out this morning. Thanks, Ina, and to all our attendees, thanks so much. It was indeed a fruitful morning discussion with Crimson Berry and Ina. So, have a good day, everybody, and see you soon. Babalikan
Thank
tayo ni
you.
Ina. Hopefully 1 month lang, not more than 1 month, but we'll see.
Sure. Kahit nga isang buong 1 hour na ask me anything lang. Bakit? Why not? Diba?
Pwede.
Pwede. Alright.
Good
Thanks,
one. Sige,
guys.
thanks everybody. Have a good day.
Bye-bye. Have a good day.
Bye everyone.